Hey, hey, hey.
Good
Hello, good morning.
Good
morning.
morning.
Lily and Tosh, thank you so much for your time this morning. I
Of
know
course.
you're very busy people.
We will take all the time to
Yeah,
speak about the Muppets. It's our favorite thing to do.
It's
true.
my
It's
favorite
true.
thing too. I love the Muppet humor, and I have been a fan of Mayhem and for 45 years, nearly 50 years. This is such a long time coming. I'll start with Lily. Was it an immediate yes when you were approached?
No brainer. Absolutely. Yes. I mean, the opportunity to work with such iconic characters that everyone has a story about knowing when they grew up was just an absolute no brainer to me. But I will also say, because we are just talking about this, when I did my first audition, one of the things I was really just taken aback by, and I remember telling my agent being like, I just love every person that was involved in my audition, from the producers to the writers. Everyone has been an absolute joy and has created such a warm and welcoming space, which is honestly made my job not even feel like a job. So it was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
When you're working out of love, it goes by really quick, doesn't it?
It does. And when you finish, you can't wait to do it again. You know what I mean? And this is one of those shows where the cast and crew, we bonded very quickly, probably because the long hours.
Yeah.
But I can honestly say I have never fell for a crew as hard as I have
Totally.
for our crew. Everyone is just such a joy and a delight. And like you said, all we want is for people to be able to like feel that love that we felt making the show when they watch it. And we really do think that they will, because it's palpable. You can feel it, because we
Totally.
really do care about each other.
We're obsessed.
Lily, tell me a little bit about Nora.
Yeah, totally. So Nora is, she works in the music industry, but she's not quite where she wants to be. She wants to be a big time balling music exec. And she's looking for an opportunity to prove herself. She discovers that there's this iconic band that's been rocking out for years called the Electric Mayhem that has never recorded an album. And she takes it upon herself to be the person that finally makes it happen. But she's in for a rude awakening because the Electric Mayhem cannot be wrangled. And they are very go with the flow. And Nora is there is no flow. I have a plan. And so they're both kind of thrust out of their comfort zones as they try to make this album come to life.
Taj, I know that you have a love for voice acting, as does Lily. And working with that side of the Muppets, I mean, that must have been just delightful.
It was such a treat, because it's on another level than you could ever imagine, because our Muppet performers, they're doing the voice, they're doing the mannerisms. When we're moving, we don't think about what our arm is doing, but they have to think about what the eyebrow, what the glasses, what the hand, like, it's so meticulous, and they do it with ease. And not to mention their arms are like this all day, which is like, what? But they're just such a joy to watch. And sometimes they're even singing, at the same time. So it's like, you forget that they also have beautiful voices. So they're incredible to watch. Incredible.
And speaking of beautiful voices, Lily, you are a singer and performer and love music. Does music play a big role in your acting?
Yeah, I would say rap more than sing. I know my last name Sing, and that really confuses people, but I can't be. Tahj is actually a really good singer. I'm not as good as Tahj. Yeah, I've always really loved music, and I think one of the things that really was great about this role is, Nora really talks about how music has played such a big role in her life. It has gotten her through a lot of really hard times, and she references some of these moments when she's talking to the band. And I think that's something that not only but I think everyone can relate to that. Everyone can relate to those moments when you're in your bedroom and you're like, this song got me through this heartache. And so I think that will really pull heartstrings with a lot of viewers, no matter how old you are and no matter what genre of music you like.
Yeah.
Taj, what do you think audiences are going to discover about the Electric Mayhem once they start the series on Disney Plus?
I think they're going to find out a lot. I think they're going to, if they didn't know how amazing the Muppets were prior, they will find out very quickly why they are so iconic. And then specifically with the band, the Electric Mayhem, I think, they've been around for years, but we really don't know that much about them.
Mhm.
So this show will literally teach us so many things that we've always wanted to know about each and every member of the band. And I think that's super cool because they become even more tangible in a sense. They become more real. And that's what's so cool.
In our final moments, Lilly, you have such a great array of cameo guests coming in and out of this. I mean, did anybody really bowl you over? Were you like the Klempt when when one of these guys?
I mean, quite a few.
Yeah.
I was definitely super starstruck. I had a scene with Morgan Freeman. And I remember sitting outside on our chairs with him, and I was like, "What am I going to talk to Morgan about right now?" I was definitely starstruck, but I will also say, and we haven't mentioned this in any interview yet, that there's a lot of great cameos, but there's a lot of surprises that you also don't know about yet. And so please don't feel that you know every surprise that's happening in the show, because there's some that you do not know about that I think
that we're not even allowed
to we're not allowed to talk about those ones. So you gotta watch the show.
Well, I want to say, after watching a few of the episodes, that it is not just for kids. This is so funny and so fast moving. Me as an adult, as a film critic, I'm going to watch it again and again because you miss things while you're laughing.
Yes, and I think that's a good. Well, first of all, thank you.
Yes, that means a lot, especially since you're such a fan.
Yeah, I think that's a nice little Easter egg to tell people that, when you do watch it again, you're gonna see so many things that you miss, because there's scenes where there's stuff going on in the background that we were rehearsing that has nothing to do with the scene, but we're doing it in the background. So there's a treat for the eyes everywhere.
And in our final seconds, I just love the line, we would have been famous except the 80s got in the way. And such.
Yeah,
it is such a delightful written show. I mean, it is brilliant.
Shout out
great writers. Yeah, shout out Adam Goldberg, all the
writers.
Team behind this, impeccable.
Thank you both for your time. This was a wonderful interview, and just like the Electric Mayhem, very, very up, and we laugh at everything.
It's good. That's what's up. I appreciate it. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Take care and have a great day.
You as well.